Here. Hiding behind the photographer. Let's give it up. Oh, Briana. Yes, I love that. Down the aisle. But this is a bit weird. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it okay? Can I go?
Consent is cool. You know, consent is sexy. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Aloha, beautiful beings. My name is Briana Thomas. First, I want to say thank you all for your energy and for paying attention. I am the pleasure educator. I know everyone's like, ooh, what is that? Let me tell you about it. So, I know when we think of pleasure, the first thing we think about is what? Sex. I know. That's unfortunate. Does anyone know the actual definition of pleasure? Oh. Enjoyment. So why is it that when we think of pleasure, we only think of sex if the definition is enjoyment? Have you ever felt like you were lost? Just like going through the motions of life and oh, this bill and oh, this thing and oh my gosh, wait, it's raining? I didn't even notice that. I have experienced that as well. And before I became the pleasure educator, I felt like I was suffering. I was a teacher for 10 years and we don't ever have to go back to that. However, while I was teaching, I realized I was always Miss Thomas. I was always putting on for someone. I was always, hello, do this, follow these instructions. Welcome. I love your kid. It's not annoying. But I felt like I was just often acting. I really didn't know myself. I didn't know what it is that I like to do. So I had this grand idea to end a 4-year relationship. Oosh, that person still hates me, it's okay. And move abroad, because I felt the need to find myself, to discover what it is that I love, what is my definition of pleasure. So in that, I quit, I moved to Dubai. I was like, okay, let me teach a little more. Maybe these kids are different. Hell no, that was not the same. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to be stuck in this box. The thing with education is I'm stuck in a box. I have to be what these people are labeling me to be, which is not true. I'm much more than this polished individual that they see, but I don't really know what that person is. So let me leave this country and find another one. So I quit my job again and decided to move in Thailand. And when I went to Thailand, I had the opportunity to fall in love with myself. I had the opportunity to practice the pleasure principles. And in that, I became a yoga instructor, I became a nutritionist, a Muay Thai instructor. Sis was doing the most, just to find me. Anything that I liked, I decided to free dive, rock climb, things that brought me joy. And I was like, ooh, I'm jizzing a little bit. Like, I am giving myself orgasms without having sex. How is this possible? I am reading books and I'm like, ooh, words, come eat me alive. Like, what? It was something different. To be able to get out of the matrix, to be able to get out of the hustle and bustle, I was able to fall in love with me. So, in that, I want to share with you how I did that, and it's the pleasure principles. So the first is prioritize pleasure. Stop limiting it to sex. Embrace spiritual pleasure. Embrace emotional, intellectual. I mean, definitely embrace the physical. We could talk about that later too. But don't limit yourself or put yourself into a box. Love yourself. That's pretty simple. Like, actually spend time in front of the mirror. I challenge all of you later today. Tell yourself 10 times, hey beautiful, or hey handsome, I love you, I'm proud of you. See how that changes. Embrace your authentic self, okay? If you are a freak in the sheets and a freak in the streets as well, just be it. Allow yourself to fail. Allow yourself to explore. Just do what you feel brings you joy. Live sensually. So take a moment to take in the sights, the smells, the touches, the energy that you feel with others. You unleash your passions. Do what it is that you want to do. I want to speak, and look at me now. Manifest the life that you want, okay? Reconnect with others. Actually have time. Be present in the moment. If you're thinking about someone, love them now. Don't wait and give them their flowers later. The next would be empower your damn self. You have to be your #1 fan. So whether it is that you want to explore yourself more, whether it is that you want to explore a new field, define what pleasure is for you first and foremost, so then that you can really live a more pleasurable life. You can get to the nitty-gritty. Then you can come and talk to me about all the different types of kinks and desires, if you're into shibari, yes, all of those things. But if you don't have that intimacy with self, and if you don't have the communication with self, what do you really have? What do you have to offer for others? So with that, as you can see, it's red. And I just want to say thank you very much. And I want to remind you that you are loved and you are loved. Thank you.
So good. So good, right? I really love the underlying tone of that message. You're speaking my language, Briana, when it comes to loving ourselves, reconnecting with self. I talk about this all the time with my clients, and I work with entrepreneurs and business owners and founders, CEOs at 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, at a reasonably high level. And it still comes back to this conversation of connecting with self and coming home. Actually, I think you just planted that seed in my mind, didn't you? About coming home. That's a seed for later. We're going to come back to that. But I love your message. Thank you so much, Briana. Who found it very inspirational? Yes, give it up. I'm not going to do that.